hunt for some coffee. There's a few people up and about. With the time change, it's only like 7 a.m., which is really early for me. But on my time, it's like 9, so it's not too bad. So there's a few other people up and about, which is nice. A little chilly. All right, coffee's acquired. Trying out their walking track. It's a little misty, cool. The weather's pretty gray. Really, really neat. And I'm enjoying this, really loving this ship. It's nice, very elegant. Enjoying the experience so far. Service has been top notch. So we'll have to get the rest of the crew here moving shortly. So they've taken the nets off the pool. Looks like they're open now. Nice. I don't know that I'll be getting in right now. It's still a little chilly. Something like 49 degrees. So, check out this view. There's like nothing inside. It's just a fog bank. A little mist. Kind of neat. All right, Melissa's up now. We're gonna go see if we can find some breakfast. Probably go check out the Ocean View Cafe. Go see what they have in store, and then we may do a little bit of shopping. I think Effie has some charms we may go pick up. Then there's a show in the theater around this Things to Do in Alaska. We'll go check that out. Come along.
Oh, I should have grabbed some adults. Grab some later.
There's me. Good morning. How is your avocado
brioche?
bruschetta?
It's like, so it's brioche with tomato, avocado, egg, and cheese. Good. It's good. I got the detox. Kale, coconut water, mango, mint, parsley, celery, chia, and spirulina. I immediately feel my body detoxing. It's good.
Tastes very healthy.
Yes, it does.
English bacon. English banger.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't even know what that is. Black pudding
Okay, so I'm sure you're wondering why I got so many plates of food.
But I wouldn't say that.
Well, for starters, I just came from college and the cafeteria there is terrible. But also, there's such a great variety of breakfast on this cruise ship that I just wanted to try it all. So starting with this plate, this is a traditional like American breakfast. So it's pancakes, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, and there's an Eggs Benedict bar, so I got an Eggs Benedict. It's one of my favorite breakfast items. Then over here is from the English breakfast station. So it's butter potatoes, sauteed mushrooms, English banger sausage, and some fried bread. There are other options like beans. I know people think of beans when they think of English breakfast, but I didn't really want beans for breakfast. Alright, here. This is from the Asian breakfast station. So this is garlic fried rice, this is vegetable stir fry, and this is something called a puree, and it's supposed to have like a marsala on it, but I just wanted it by itself because I didn't know what was in the marsala. And then I got this from the bakery station. It is a apple Danish. And that's what I got.
It took a little getting used to. One of the things I really like is the way that this buffet area is done. Is there's a lot of small stations, so it really breaks up any lines that would occur right? And the things that would be really popular, right? Trays of bacon, that sort of thing, right? They have multiple different stations, right? So you can kind of get what you want without feeling like there's a great big line to get it. Really a smart layout.
So this is the Skylounge. Check that out. Look at that. So it's inside and not cold. Views out the front of the ship.
I didn't think we would be so far from land that we couldn't see it, but here we are. Love that. Look at those park benches. That'd be kind of interesting to see a helicopter land in the middle of all that. Huh.
How was your breakfast?
It was good. I love that buffet. They have all the different stations set up, huge variety. It was delicious. We've got lunch planned at the Tuscan Grille at 12:30. Should be good. Once the water slosh and cool, here's a little bit of a walk.
This is a neat little nook, isn't it?
Strolling around the ship, hiding a couple of ducks. I think we've got lunch in about an hour or so. We'll head that way.
What are you going to have for lunch, Isabella?
Lobster terminino.
Where?
Thermidor
Where?
at the Tuscan Grille.
Ah, what about you, Mom?
I have no idea.
What about you, random person?
I think I'm also going to have the lobster. And they had like a herb-crusted scallop as an appetizer. It sounded really good.
Ah,
Yeah. So they had a special for Tuscan Grille for lunch. Their seafood special. We're going to try it out.
First course is scallops. I thought it was escargot at first because it's served the same way, but this is little scallops. See, look at that. Can I try one? So good. Lots of butter. Delicious.
I'm really excited to try these scallops because if you notice, they're small. And smaller scallops are more likely to be authentic real scallops because most of the time when you get like a frozen scallop, they're like that big. And that means they've punched it out of a fish or something that isn't a real scallop. But these are small and I think that means they're authentic. So I'm really excited.
We've got our second course now. It's a creamy seafood chowder. Look at this. Oh, check that out. It's got a depth of flavor. Very creamy. I taste. There's corn in it, and some potatoes, carrots, clam, scallops. It's delicious. How was that chowder?
Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. The chowder was fantastic, especially with it being nice and cool outside. Nice warm hearty chowder. It's spot on.
Third course is a watermelon and feta salad. Unfortunately, it's covered with a whole lot of purple onions, which we're not crazy about, but there's feta cheese and chunks of watermelon.
A lot of onion.
A lot of onion. Cucumber. I think this, it looks like tomato, I guess, is the watermelon. It is.
A lot of onion.
Sweet and savory. It's good though.
I got the Caesar salad, and it's pretty good. Which what do you expect from a basic Caesar salad? Isabella, what did you think of your
Okay.
onion salad?
So it wasn't what I was expecting. And the way the menu read, it was like watermelon feta cheese salad. And I thought that meant it was going to be some lettuce in a bowl, you know, with some watermelon chunks and some feta cheese crumbled over the top, you know, just like a refreshing normal salad. What I got was not that. Watermelon topped with parsley.
What appears to be an entire onion.
Well, hold on. It's watermelon topped with parsley. Then it's got cucumber. Then red onion, Kalamata olives, and it's got olive oil over the top, and I think just a hint of balsamic vinegar, just a little bit. And it's just, it's not what I thought. So what I'm doing is I'm picking off the cucumber and the onion and getting some cheese and watermelon like this and just eating it like that.
Okay, so the watermelon feta salad. I wasn't sure at the beginning, but it had too much purple onion on it. I'm not a big fan, so I pushed that to the side. But the combination really worked. So the watermelon, cucumber, and feta cheese together in a single bite had a great complementary flavor, and I really enjoyed. And then it had some olive oil on top. It's really good. Alright, this is the entree I was looking forward to is lobster thermidor. It's lobster and garlic and mushrooms and deliciousness. It's like hunks of cream and lobster. Look at that. Look at that bite. Lobster, so mushrooms, cream sauce. I love lobster. Best thing I've had so far. Yum.
Okay, so with the lobster thermidor comes some potatoes gratin, and they look delicious. They've got this like caramelized onions, I want to say, on top, and they look delicious. I'm excited.
I think that's the first time either of us have tried lobster thermidor, and our expectations were set really high, but this was outstanding. If you have a chance, do it. It was so good.
I like all but like my platter clean.
Alright, this is a banana trifle for dessert on the Tuscan Grille. Pretty full, but we're going to give it a shot.
Hey, so we are in the theater waiting for a seminar at sea to happen. It's on whales of Alaska. So there's a couple naturalists on board, and they give us little seminars on each area that we're going to be, where we're going, and about the animals in the Alaskan area. So we're excited to learn more about whales.
We are on a cruise of a lifetime, headed up to Alaska, out to find some incredible wildlife and adventures for all of you. As Mariana said, my name is Celia, and I'm your onboard naturalist, which means it's my job to bring the wildlife and the natural history of Alaska to all of you, and I hope to do that all cruise long. And so when we take a single breath, one in, one out. When we take that breath, we exchange about 18% of the oxygen in our lungs. They exchange 80. It's what allows them to dive down up to an hour at a time when they choose to, but usually they're only down for 15 seconds to about 8 minutes. That's pretty average. But these are really classic humpback whales. That's mostly what we're going to see this cruise. But why do we call them humpback whales? It's a colloquial name or a common name that we give them, not their Latin name. And the reason we give them that name is because of this shape that they make just before they dive down. And this shape is important for two reasons. First, it's important because it gives them their name. This arch to their back is why we call them humpback whales. The second reason it's really important to know that they do this is that when they do that, this is what's coming next. You see that big arch followed by that tail. So if you're looking to get that iconic tail fluke photo of Alaska, you're going to see them arch their back. You're going to see that big ridge of their back. You're going to smash that shutter button for all you're worth, or just put it in sport mode and take a gazillion, and you're going to wait for that one. don't need them, unless you need to make a presentation. You're all going to get off the ship, you're going to go on some incredible adventures this cruise, you'll probably end up in a tour bus at some point in the next 7 days. So when you get in that tour bus, I want you to look around and think, wow, this is about the same length as a humpback whale that I'm going to see. And when they do this, when they send those tails high, watch the bottom of these two tails, because you'll notice something specific. We see this tail go up, one with the little white spatches, and then we watch this tail come up, almost entirely black. Those tails underneath are different. And actually, the underside of a whale tail's fluke is as individual as your thumbprint. And so this is Sasha. This is one of the most famous whales in Alaska. She just arrived back to Juneau last week. She just barely beat us here, so Sasha's back in these waters. We might see her again. Instead, this animal that they're looking at with this striking black and white patterning is actually the fastest marine mammal in the entire world. This is our Dall's porpoise. And our Dall's porpoise are capable of going up to 45 miles an hour through the water. They can do donuts around the cruise ship for fun, and they do. And sometimes they can be really hard to take a picture of because they never fully leave the water. Instead, they have this distinctive rooster tail splash. And so if you're looking out to the ocean and you think you see something odd and it's gone too fast, it was probably a Dall's porpoise. Not only that, but they move so fast that they send up this big spray of wave. And sometimes they simply look like the wave that is going backwards to all the others. But then we have something a little more subtle. Perhaps a few of you spotted them as we left Vancouver yesterday. Some of you probably said, "Ooh, I think I see a..." And then it was nothing. And everyone said, "I'm sure it was just a log." And you're like, "No, I swear I saw something." I guarantee you it was a harbor porpoise. And they're much more skittish. They're much slower than our Dall's porpoise. They can't outrun their predators nearly as fast. But instead, we've actually learned that they speak in a frequency that orca, their predators, can't hear. So they may not be as fast, but they're definitely just as smart. We can identify different orcas. And then we build their family trees. We build their social structures into drafts like this. And so we look down here, J1, Ruffles, 1951 to 2012. Ruffles was over 60 years old. In orca society, a birth is a big deal. They're one of the only animals known to practice carrying capacity, so not exceeding the number of orca that can be supported by their environment. And so when we see a birth, it's very rare, it's very exciting.
In this area, still with our people.
So now we're all changed, clean, dressed for dinner. We're gonna head up, probably really just eat dinner in the buffet. But then there's a show.
Yeah, we got activities to do. So there's a seminar on Ketchikan, which is our port tomorrow. We're going to learn about Ketchikan, and then there's a show in the theater that we want to see that we're looking forward to. It was just a comedian last night, so this is our first show we're going to watch. So we got lots to do. So we're looking forward to it.
Stew, it's rice, chicken and gravy. Potatoes. Oh yeah. Good stuff.
Some French dressing, Italian, and some carbonara.
Whatever that is.
Italian.
So. Alright, so tell me how this works. When you open.
You're gonna choose your veggies, turn out to the protein. We have some rice noodles and pad thai. We have some different sauces over here and we gotta cook for you.
Okay, alright. We'll be back. So here's my pad thai. I got chicken and steak, and of course pad thai noodles, a little zucchini, a couple of peppers. And I thought I had to make it super spicy, or at least spicy. So we'll have to give it a shot.
You're not big enough.
Having a delicious meal and watching for whales. So we're sitting at dinner. by the window, just at the buffet, and we just had our first whale sighting. We saw the spray and we saw the tail come up. It was a little far in the distance, but it's exciting. It's our first time. Say hi. He's right out there.
Hello, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Prepare one banana pasta for you, okay?
Okay.
I will let you see in this part. So you have to wait no more than 3 or 4 minutes because we are starting, okay?
Sure.
You will see. So, but I see that you're not alone. You're with your husband, maybe.
Right.
So I will do the best for you. Enjoy this banana foster.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. In my right side we have some toppings where you can share. For example, almond. Okay. Cream. One more we have a strawberry. Yes, strawberry sauce. We have and coconut also. You will decide what you want. I will say you one kiss and one for you. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Hey Isabella, what's your favorite thing you've done today?
We watched a marine zoologist talk about the aquatic whale and porpoise life in Alaska, and I learned a lot, like how orcas are actually pretty peaceful towards people.
What's the favorite thing you've done today?
We did a seminar on whales, and I learned so much about humpback whales and orcas. And now I'm eating a made-to-order stir fry at the buffet. You pick your noodles, your vegetables, your meat, and he cooks it right there for you. And he knows what he's doing, so you just like tell him if you like it hot or not. He does the rest. It's awesome.
Favorite thing you've done today?
Eat. So much stuff has been so good. The pad thai has been fantastic. I got a cherry crumble. It's been great. The experience has been awesome so far. Honestly, the highlights has been, of course, spending time with my family.
Okay, so please put your hands together for the dancers, for the singers, for the amazing acrobats, and the celebrity orchestra in iBroadway. It's showtime. Sherry, baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'll be in the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car, passing by like Lady Godiva. Broadway remembered me to Harrow Square.
welcome you on board this magnificent vessel, the Celebrity Millennium. Along with my 800 crew members, we will sail you in unique destinations and offer you great hospitality experience that only Celebrity Cruises is well known for. Are you ready to meet my 800 crew members? Let's welcome them. Guys, where is everybody else? I said 800, no?
Yes.
Where are them? No? Working, sorry. So, we are 54 nationalities here working all together. This is my senior officers and the department heads. A big round of applause for all of them. And now it's my time to introduce you to my executive committee. Please welcome them as well. Next in line is a famous person. Is very visible around the ship. You can notice her very easily from her height. She is responsible for the entire hotel operations. All the bars, the restaurants, the staterooms belongs to her. And this is our hotel director Andrea from Germany.
We took in the iBroadway show, and then now we'll watch the Beyond the Podium with the naturalist on board, talking about Ketchikan. It was fascinating. Now we're going to really relax here up in the Skylounge. Beautiful views.
What'd you learn?
That barnacles are crabs.
All right, Brennen, what did you learn at Beyond the Podium?
Salmon aren't at Ketchikan yet.
What do you think of Skylounge?
A lot of windows.
It's pretty cool, huh? Mom? What do you think of Skylounge?
This is one of my favorite spots so far.
Yeah, it's awesome. After we left the Skylounge, we went by the casino for a little bit, and
I lost the money.
I made a little bit, maybe to make up for it. That's about it. And but we're pretty tired. It feels later to us than I guess it really is. Mm-hmm. And
so on 2 different times today, we've been just watching out the window, and we've seen whales, and we've seen some porpoises out the front of the ship. So that's been like the highlight of my day.
It was super cool. All right, see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, here's chocolates on the bed. Woo.